Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mash Debaters. My name is DeAndre Robinson. These are my friends. Say hello, friends.
What's up, friends? My name is Evan Amataki, and for those who live on the West Coast and mainly in Oregon, you're going to find out that Damian Lillard got snubbed for the All-Star game once again.
Starter.
Starter, but still.
Alrighty, now that we've touched on that, hey friends, it's your girl Pam. We're back for another week, and it's probably going to be interesting because we're struggling to get through our intros.
Fuck.
So pray for us, along with a lot of the other people across the country who have been dealing with the craziest things this week. You are in our thoughts and prayers, and if you need anything, please reach out.
This your boy CJ, aka Jiggle Thighs. And yes, there are a lot of people who are still without power. And if y'all need help, reach out to people and don't try stuff alone.
So, welcome to Mash Debaters, home of community debates. We'll be debating some of the most unlikely of topics, just like the three topics we have today. Two things we want to talk about first. First thing first, we are doing a giveaway for some Marvel and DC encyclopedias to some lucky winners, 3 lucky winners. We will be doing this contest or support thing starting in March, and good luck to whoever gets it. Second thing, watch out for the Black Movie Tournament. We'll be shooting that next week, next Friday. We are at the Final Four right now. The Final Four is Harlem Nights versus Coming to America, and
yes, that's a good one.
And Friday versus Boys in the Hood. Last but not least, we are nominated for a People's Choice Podcast Award.
Say what?
We are nominated for a People's Choice Podcast Award. We are nominated for
the best. Like what?
Yeah, we are nominated for the best entertainment podcast.
Yay!
Who are we nominated against?
Listen, I don't know. I just know that we nominated.
I don't give a fuck who it is because I'm quite entertaining.
Listen, we need your help for the votes. We will, when the link pops up, we will put the links on Facebook and YouTube and Spotify, all our social medias, everything. So we need your help. Please vote for us. It's going to be a really, really, really good thing. We can knock this out the park. So please vote for us. Happy Black History Month. All right, this is our Black History special. We were doing 3 topics about Black history. And first things first, we will be doing the best Black superhero. Got some honorable mentions. First things first, shout out to Storm. I love Storm. Storm's amazing. Shout out to Luke Cage. All right. Shout out to technically Spawn's not black, but I'm gonna put him in the black category. Shout out to Spawn. And last but not least, and CJ gonna hate this. Shout out to other guy. So with that being said, I went outside the box. I mean, I didn't want to pick the was Black superhero that everybody knows. I want everybody, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And that's Meteor Man. My choice is Meteor Man. Shout out to Robert Townsend. Actually, if you can, go watch some Robert Townsend movies. They're amazing. All right. I love Meteor Man. Uh, shout out to that whole cast from Meteor Man, including at the time Bill Cosby, for his role in Meteor Man, not him personally. All right. Meteor Man was literally the Black Superman. Listen, I always every time I talk about Meteor Man, somebody else coming up, I say, listen, those were movies for us. They weren't making a lot of Black superhero movies for us, and Robert Townsend.
Movies.
Huh?
Fubu movies.
Yes, for us, by us, yes. They wasn't making a lot of superhero movies for us. And Robert Thompson made Meteor Man. Another movie that came out was for us. And like I said before, if that's another movie, Robert Meteor Man, Pootie Tang, Hancock, they had their own universe or own movie, collab movie, I'll go watch that shit. That shit would be amazing. All right. Meteor Man can fly. He's afraid of heights. He has laser vision. He can see through. He could talk to dogs. He can make food for the whole ghetto. Like he was amazing, and Meteor Man was amazing. The one thing bad about Meteor Man is that if he used all his power up, I mean, if he used all his energy, he could use all his power up like that. But all in all, I like Meteor Man. I love it. That's my choice.
All right. Yeah, this was gonna be my pick. I was just fucking too slow. I was too slow on the sticks. I was hot too when this shit popped up. All right. I was like, yeah, this wood is so close to I can't fuck with it. Like this only thing is one thing is that he has like the best powers, but they deplete if he uses them. That's kind of messed up having the power, then like you're not really supposed to use them. You gotta try to save it up. Yeah, that's the only thing that diminishes for me. That's the one thing that keeps when I can't fuck with it. But man, Meteor Man's my dude. Love me some Meteor Man. Especially after you fucking got afraid of lost his fear of heights. Oh yeah, who? Yeah, that flying 2 feet off the ground shit was fucked up though.
That shit was hilarious.
CJ took my biggest points. You're a battery, and then when you die, you die. Like that's just like the whole use it and lose it. Like it's not if you. It's messed up. It's messed up. And yeah, that whole I could fly, but I'm not gonna like. Bro, you look like you know those carts you used to have in school, and you look like he looks like he's laying on his stomach on one of those, and just I was just like, bro, I can do that too. We're not doing anything special now. I can get it. I can get one of those boards and be right there with you. But DeAndre is right. It definitely, and like I call these movies FUBU movies. Robert Thompson is the king of FUBU movies. And so I give him his props. The other thing is he reminds me of I think he did one other Black superhero role. Mm-hmm. And it always crosses in my brain, and I'm pretty sure his downfall was like aluminum foil in that movie. Like, and I'm just always.
So I know what we're talking about. It was him and his family was superheroes.
Yeah, but and it was dope until the leftovers came out. Like it was just like, oh wow, is that Reynolds rap? Run! Like it was, and so whenever I see Robert Townsend and any type of superhero thing. It's like it's great, but I'm just like, bro, you're so limited. Like you fly on the ground, you can't take no leftovers home from the cookout. Like you're always a ghetto superhero, and it's cute and I love it, but I can't give it the number one spot. Oh, that's rude to all the other Black superheroes that were substantial. Like, but he does have an effect on the culture, so he gets his respect for that. But yeah.
So when I was doing my research for Meteor Man, I did not realize that Marvel actually did a comic book run on him. That took me by surprise, but that's actually pretty dope that he's technically Marvel canon now. The most interesting power I've actually seen of his was he according to this website that I was looking at, that I have it up so I can remember, he can absorb a book's content by touching it.
30 seconds. He goes
That's
all the for 30 seconds.
Do you know how smart that man can, like, if he just was like walking through a library like poke, poke.
30-second touch.
Yeah.
For 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, yeah, but
No, he
if,
can only-
he's
no,
if
he
he's
can
in a
only hold
library,
it.
he can do it at all times.
No, he can
Yeah.
He
have,
can only
He can only hold it
He
for
can
30
only
seconds.
hold the. Oh, okay. It doesn't tell me that. So
Yeah.
no,
It
that's
goes back to what the fuck I was talking about.
I
30
know.
seconds. You got to carry the books with you at that point. You're a library. You're a walking library.
he's got a Rolodex on his hip, like boop. Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe now in 2020 where you can Google it and it'll be like, but like, bro, what?
no,
Hold on, let me
but
run back
like
to the library real quick and not even
Yeah.
run.
But at the
fly
same
on the
time,
ground,
though,
like,
yeah, all the information contained, he can he can not only hold the information, but he can do anything that it's supposed to do.
mhm.
for 30 seconds.
Yeah. But like,
The-
if it was a cook, buddy, he can make a masterful meal.
CJ.
Hey. What?
if you think 30 seconds is a
if you was in
long
a
time,
relationship, if you was in a relationship and had a woman who could watch her porn and do whatever, but she could only do it for 30 seconds, how beneficial do you think that actually be? Think about it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Listen.
CJ, don't answer that question. Don't answer that question because there's no right answer to that question at all.
I already know.
No, but I'm
I can
just
see
saying.
it was I saw that trap a mile away.
he basically has a lot of the similar powers of like they said, like Superman and stuff like that, right? And Spider-Man kind of.
Well, Superman, yes.
Superman. So it's like, but like Cam said, they wear him out, right? They inevitably dwindle over time as he continuously uses his power. So I definitely feel like that's a huge Achilles heel. Like in a long-standing fight, he just it's basically like getting winded if you're running around a track a couple times. Like shit, I can't do it no more. So, the other three people coming up, with the exception of one of them, that I still have to remember off the top of my head. It's the power level compares. So,
and I do have one more I want to mention. I don't care what either y'all say. Fucking Leroy Green is the superhero.
Leroy Green, oh god damn it.
Bruce Leroy. I don't know what y'all say. Yeah. I live with Bruce Leroy. All right, no, the first I chose was the Blankman. Yes. He's pretty much the Black Batman, except that he holding shit, he ain't got none of the money, so he builds the gadgets himself. All the fucking clothes gadgets that fucking Batman has. Blankman has all the same shit, except he created it himself from bullshit. So he didn't have the white privilege or the fucking wallet. But I think he's just as good. But the only Blankman has no real social skills. But he's still down to fucking help out anybody. He gonna do what he do. He gonna do whatever he can to make sure fucking things get set right. He gonna try to protect everybody, try to save the world. That's just him. That's what he gonna do. Yeah. He won't be able to talk to you afterwards, but he gonna fucking try to save your life.
I like Blankman. I think if superheroes were actually real, Blankman is a neighborhood that I would want to live in. He's efficient, he's smart, and he leaves you the fuck alone afterwards. And he didn't fuck up everything in the process. Okay, cough, cough. The counterpart, the Caucasian counterpart, will literally knock down the block to save you, and they'll be like, "Okay, go be free." But you broke my house. Like, what do you? What?
but I'm Batman.
And what's crazy is he has all this technology and always takes the window, bro. Open the door. Like, just,
I have a machine that opens doors for me.
like, these people ain't got no money. They ain't even call you. You just showed up. And then you decide to just be breaking stuff and breaking and entering when you could have used the door. Like, it just... Listen, Blankman is the Black Batman that I like. To be honest, the white Batman, it all doesn't make me upset. Okay, if anything, I think it's time they just go ahead and flip it. Let's just go ahead and delete that one, and just let's just delete that one. And if they would put that same amount of energy and budget towards Blankman, we would actually have a superhero we could be proud of. Versus people with issues that really, again, could have all just gone to therapy. Therapy is good for you. All right. And so, Blankman, you're not my number one, but I love you, bro.
So he has to create all his own things, right? Like CJ said, because he's poor. But
hey, I'm just kidding. He is poor.
That's what CJ said. But that just proves that
this is the 1 month a year I can really do this to you.
You got him scared. He was shook too. Like what?
Hey, last thing I need is to be put on the FBI's most wanted racist list because I said one wrong thing. But
nowadays in cancel culture, you'd be deleted by tomorrow morning.
It just reminds me of that whole situation when I was arguing with Twitter about an underperforming challenge competitor. Anyways, like Cam said, he has to be smart. Like he made all his own shit, so he's not no ordinary dude who's just like good with one tool or not. He creates everything he has because he has to be resourceful. So I automatically think he's one of the smarter people that we've seen. Shout out to DeAndre's honorable mention other guy. No, Blankman is just he's a solid character. I did not know though that he's based off the Wayne's the guy from In Living Color.
Yeah.
The handyman. Yeah. So it's just interesting to see these characters that came out before like Marvel and stuff took over the TVs and the movies, and see other people's versions of characters who are like we said, we had the Black Superman on this, now we have the Black Batman, and so it's great to see that we don't have just one representation of what Superman could be or what Batman could be.
TJ, I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it at all. I'm going off this the spirit of the show, and I know we said black superheroes, but I wanted to make sure that everyone knows who these two are. Meteor Man, Blankman, like I said, was literally for us. I mean, it was for because there was no superhero movies about us. So Meteor Man was amazing. First things first. Best weapon a superhero can have, them damn nunchucks.
The motorized nunchucks.
Nunchucks is the best thing ever. Shit, nunchucks is the best thing ever. My goodness, this shit's hilarious. Shit is great. Shout out to other guy. I mean, he was actually the real hitter, and it's kind of like if anybody's seen the Green Hornet, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like the main character cannot fight better than the sidekick.
Kato, yeah.
All right, everybody said it.
So something else that we probably could have done better. Interesting.
The Green Hornet. Shit was the worst. Green shit was worse. That was horrible. Damn you, Seth Rogen. Anyway, so yes, Blankman is the black Batman. It is what it is. He's just super smart. He made all his gadgets, like everybody said. He turned a whole abandoned train station into his damn empire, basically, and shit, yo. Like goddamn. And then again, I don't get that. Nobody say shout out to the best robot ever, J5.
J5.
J5 is the best robot ever. Because again, I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. So Blankman grandma dies, nobody cares. As soon as J5 dies, everybody sad as shit. J5 was the truth. J5 was the truth.
They should got an Oscar for that right there.
All right. Yeah. J5 was amazing. He was a little dirty ass old wash machine, and he turned to a robot. That shit. Oh my goodness, yo. So shout out to Blankman. I love this pick. That's my I can't fuck with it.
My choice is someone who actually I've been like, yo, y'all sleeping on him since I was a kid. It's my boy Static Shock. Okay. And before, if everybody was like, oh, Miles Morales, less black animated, chill. Okay. You showing your age and you showing that you didn't know nothing. Okay. The Static Shock came way before. All right. saving the world, dreadhead and all, chocolate, not mixed,
Straight black.
black
Straight
on
black.
both sides of the family, black, okay, and was pretty much like the animated version of Black Lightning. But, well, no, yeah, pretty much it, because Black Lightning can fly too. And so, yeah, and he did it on his own board. Like Black, yo, y'all know we had swagged everything, right? Right? You know that? Okay.
Yeah.
So, like being a kid and being able to see the swaggiest, like young superhero to be a teenager, be dope, and on top of it, have like dope friends that like not have no shady little undercutting of racial tension. And the one times it does happen, he checks his friend learns, we move forward with progress. Way back in the day before we had to school you people to do that now, it was ahead of its time. Okay, matter of fact, they need to bring it back. All right. I'm pretty sure his uncle gotta be Frozone. Like they gotta be related. Like I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming when you go to
Oh, wow.
the Black superhero cookout and family functions, because you know they still do it. It's probably doper. Frozone is there. Okay. So Static Shock was dope. If you ain't see it, go watch it. It was dope. It
I
was dope. Bring
believe
it
it's
back.
didn't they either reboot it or they brought it back to HBO Max, right?
No, they just aired the old reruns on HBO Max.
They're
Yeah,
airing the old
I don't
one,
think they
right?
ever did a reboot. Yeah.
So Static Shock was actually the first time I had seen a black character in an animated superhero show, because I actually watched the original run of Static Shock when it came out. Static Shock was dope. I was like, I never had thought about having powers to do with electricity until I saw Static Shock. And that's even reading the comics and seeing the Shocker and stuff like that, and other characters who have electronic power. But Static Shock was my introduction to a black superhero who could control electricity in the mainstream level. And then, it got even a little bit more in depth when I started watching Black Lightning. He's powerful. That's the one thing people don't realize is if he can control electricity, that dude has so much power. But on top of that, it wasn't just about him controlling the electricity. He was smart. Like he was very smart. So Static is, and which is weird because when I was doing research on him, they dropped the shock part and they just call him Static in the comics. But he's cool. Like, and I mean, he's a good character, and I definitely think he needs to be involved more in what DC does nowadays, because he's one of the more mainstream familiarized characters for the people who are avid into stuff like that.
So adults.
Well, adults, yeah, but I mean, I was 8 years old when Static premiered,
and you're an adult.
That's true. But I mean, there's a whole generation of kids who could use stuff like that. Like you said, there's a huge generation of young black kids who need role models who are closer to their age on the television.
Get their own shit.
Damn it, Trey.
Real shit. I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. I really am. I'm tired that you bring back old shit for the kids, knowing that we definitely gonna go see it. You make a status.
No. I'm cool with them remaking it. What I don't like is they remake it knowing we wanted to see it, then be like, the millennials are not letting children. I'm good.
I love Static. I really do. Like I said, like so Cam, I'm going to Static Shock for Halloween this year. She will help me out with the costume.
I thought you were gonna be Powerline, but you could do both.
No, I probably could do both. Anyway, I probably could be doing both, but I really want to be Static.
Oh my god, your perfect costume, straight down the middle, half Powerline, half Static.
So I get sued by DC and Disney. Yeah, you're right. I fuck with Static. I'm going to be Static for Halloween. We were just talking about this, and they was actually going to. I read somewhere they actually want to try to bring old man Static to Black Lightning show somehow. I don't know if that's still the idea, but I read somewhere they're going to try to. And I would love to see that. See, old man Virgil or even young man Virgil actually being Static. Static is very, very underrated. Uh, Static broke a lot of barriers with black cartoons. There was with Static, and I know a lot of people in black in Philly. Static came on, we was watching because he was like us, like Cam said, the dreads. He was smart, like there was no stereotypes. Like, it was amazing. Because
Swaggy.
yeah, because even today, I mean, everybody talk about Miles Morales, but his fucking uncle was
A super villain.
Yeah,
The Prowler.
so yeah.
But whose uncle is a Prowler?
Wow.
God damn, CJ.
Only bad about Static was two things actually, and it wasn't really actually Static's fault. It only had 4 seasons, which for a cartoon is probably pretty good, but
That's not terrible for a cartoon.
But it should have had more. It should have had more.
Right.
And
don't blame Static, blame white America.
I didn't blame Static, and this is what I'm being white America about too, is the fact that the reason why Static got canceled was because it was tackling real shit. It was tackling real shit, like the gun issues, drug issues, all that kind of good shit, and it predicted white people as it predicted white people as drug dealers and drug users and playing with guns and shit. And white America then want that shit, so they canceled the shit.
Talk that talk, DeAndre. Talk that talk.
So it wasn't. So I can't blame Static for anything. Static was a fantastic show, but some people didn't want that.
Yeah, I fucks with Static. Static was smooth. He was smooth. Oh, yeah, he definitely had that swag. Now, don't get me wrong. Hey, Static is shit. But he's just not. I just wouldn't put him. I wouldn't put him in my top 5. If I had a black power team, I wouldn't put him on top. He may hit like 6. He may hit 6.
For being the first animated, you don't put no respect on it.
No, not that. No, not that I don't respect. No, he the shit. It's just when it comes to my team, he would just
DeAndre looked like that white lady doing math.
No, all right. No, because this top 5, Black Lightning would be up there, and they have like the same power.
But Virgil's stronger than Black.
But he came first.
Yeah.
No, Virgil's stronger. Virgil's stronger.
Yeah.
Look at you using a government name. His name is.
Sorry.
Yeah. Bless. I still can't see.
You're gonna go confuse some people. Virgil and Jefferson.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't put a 14-year-old in that spot. It's just what
old man Static.
Doing that.
You got old man Static.
Don't be wrong. Bullet. Yeah. If you taking out street bullies, cool. But yeah, we'll talk about But I can see no 14-year-old for talking criminal masterminds. Like I can't wrap my head around that.
You still have old man Static though.
Yeah.
And he had a blacker name, Virgil.
Oh yeah,
that was the blackest name you could have.
No, Draymond Green is the blackest name you could have.
I don't know. I was about to say something. Nope, can't do it. Nope.
Wow.
I'm gonna shut up.
Good job, Evan. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut
way
up.
Way to be, Evan. Yeah, way to be.
Shit, I can see it. Draymond Green is the blackest name ever you heard in your life.
Okay, so we did a Black History Month episode, and surprise, motherfucker, I'm white. So I went because I didn't want to, offend anybody.
You mean to tell me you're not black? Didn't they tell you this is an all black party?
hey, listen. So I took what was determined the safer. I only went with superheroes that I'm well versed with. I have a couple of honorable mentions. Cam was nice enough not to name any, but I got 4. I found one to replace the one DeAndre took from me, which was Spawn, because Spawn was literally the first ever superhero anti-hero type movie I ever watched. And I was like 11 years old watching rated R Spawn with fucking John Leguizamo's clown ass.
It was rated R,
But
but it wasn't. It wasn't.
it wasn't
graphic.
terrible.
It
Yeah.
wasn't that terrible.
So my list of honorable mentions and ranking of least honorable, in my opinion, to my most honorable mention. I put Falcon on there from Marvel. Sam Wilson's dope. I love his powers. Mainly his suit. Shout out Frozone. I'm sorry, Cam touched on it earlier, but Frozone's the shit. I know he's only in The Incredibles, so I was like,
Still
it is
superhero.
what it is. He's still a superhero, but Cyborg. So for anyone who's familiar with the Justice League as well as watching Doom Patrol, I like Cyborg. All different versions of Cyborg.
Nah, Doom Patrol.
I don't mind Cyborg and Doom Patrol. He a bitch in Doom Patrol, but
I thank you. He a punk.
But I like him. I still like him. But my most honorable mention, and I almost made this my pick, is Blade. For those who don't know, Blade was the first R-rated Marvel movie ever. A lot of people don't know that Blade is a Marvel character, but you're gonna find out. I love Blade, but
learn today.
My pick, I went the safe option that a lot of people that DeAndre said is
Wait, before you do your pick, can I just extend the honorable mention since I wanted to let you have them? Okay, so Thunder, since we're gonna act like you, I believe you said Storm, right? Trey?
Yeah.
DeAndre did, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then what's Misty Knight? Again, we talk about Luke Cage, but we don't be mentioning the females.
No, the only reason
I know. I'm just saying I have to make sure they get mentioned. You mentioned yours, I took care of mine, and I have more. Okay, Frozone's wife is an honorable superhero. Okay, because if you control the superhero, then that's your power. Okay. And
I cannot argue with that.
This is with an asterisk in the corner. Miss Incredible, because I'm pretty sure she mixed. She was too thick.
Miss Incredible is a bad bitch. Oh my god.
She's passable black. Okay, she just passed the paper. She passed the bag test, but she's black.
Yo, she passed the ass test
she's too.
And I'm like skin black.
With that being said, my pick is Black Panther, specifically the T'Challa version of Black Panther, because that's the version everyone knows and love. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. There will never be another on-screen representation of Black Panther that will do it justice, in my opinion. That will do what his performance justice. Everyone can be good in their own right. I still think Leticia Wright should be the next Black Panther. I hope they go with it. I do.
If they don't, I'm protesting.
But shout out to T'Challa himself. He was the embodiment of what a superhero, a black superhero trying to do good for the black community is. He wanted to help everybody, but he was at least if you look in the movie too, he was stuck behind his people's ways. They never wanted to help anyone else. They wanted to worry about Wakanda, which I understand that, but T'Challa was the one who was like, let's go outside of our borders after Killmonger, kind of talked some sense into T'Challa's ideas about it.
Nakia suggested it first. She was.
But unfortunately, Nakia wasn't the king of Wakanda who could make that call. Like you said, Cam, with Frozone, the woman who controls the superhero in herself is the superhero, but Nakia's a badass anyways.
She's the warrior. If anybody knows, she's the only female warrior for her tribe.
Yeah. So I went ahead and chose Black Panther because it's the most out there choice for me, to be specific, for a white guy to pick when we're talking about Black history.
First things first, shout out to Chadwick Boseman. He lost his life battling the illness, cancer. Everybody knows that, but still, man, what he did, not just being Black Panther, with his roles in biopics was amazing.
42 is still one of my favorite movies to this day.
42, Thurgood Marshall, James Brown, etc. He killed it. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. All right.
If you haven't watched The Five Bloods, go watch that too.
The Five Bloods is amazing.
Fucking fantastic.
All right. So
shout out to his wife.
So Black Panther. Everybody let them listen. Most people would say, if most nerds would say, if you name their 5 best Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, this is going to be on the top 5, hands down.
Oh, it's top 3. It's top 3.
It's going to be in the top 5, hands down. This movie was fantastic. The movie was great. The visuals, the culture, like everything. Like there was only one white person in really in this movie.
One white man too many.
Because Claw was white too.
Sorry, two, but he's the bad guy too.
So anyway. Yeah, there was only one only one white non-antagonist.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they took care of him. That was all good.
I fuck with Black Panther. The movie is fantastic. I fuck with the comic more. Shout out to his wife, like I said, Storm, for a couple years before they got divorced and they had to kill each other. You can't say anything bad about Black Panther, like especially Chadwick Boseman. Like this role was amazing. And I refuse to say anything bad. It's not going to be number 1 at all, but I refuse to say anything bad about this. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic movie. And I fuck with Chadwick Boseman, and I fuck with Black Panther. So I'm going to politely not say anything. It's not going to be number 1 at all. However, it's definitely up there.
I fuck with Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, brother. He did this character amazing. I definitely fucks with Black Panther. Like different, also just versions of the character. I just have to say the one thing about this Black Panther is like about him, about him wanting to, step out and start like joining the world, and like, not just be for Wakanda, but be for all of us. Yeah, you're right. The kid said it first, but he didn't actually listen to it and start thinking about it till fucking Killmonger said it. Like, yeah, the woman said it first. Woman said it first, but blew it off. But when a guy said it, okay, maybe I should think about it now. That's the only thing. I have a question. I have one question though.
I'm not saying you're wrong. And I know Kim gonna get mad at me for saying this. I'm not saying you're wrong, but if the kid were to take over fucking Wakanda and start doing the same thing Killmonger did, do you think that Black Panther would have
what?
So
that scenario don't even make no sense. Somebody from Wakanda to attack Wakanda.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Thank you. The only reason why
I'm just saying explain it so that I can understand what you mean, because I literally don't.
So T'Challa. So CJ said T'Challa did it because he heard a black man say it. That I kind of disagree with that, only because he had to be shown a little bit how far somebody would go. I think if the kid when as far as Killmonger did, he probably listened to her. He probably listened to her more. But Killmonger went super far. Like he took it too far, and he saw ways that it could help. Now the kid did the same shit, then he probably listened to the same thing. But at the time, he was going off of not pride, but he's going off of tradition. He's going off of tradition, like nobody else did it before. I'm not gonna do it. Kind of like fucking Coming to America. Like traditionally, that you going is arranged marriages. We don't go to America. Serious. Traditionally that's how we do it. We don't change it. So he had to be shown a different way. And if the kid did something different, then it would have been. Me personally, I feel like it would have been different.
I definitely see where you're coming from, Dre, on that.
I see what you're trying to disagree.
Say.
But I disagree. If she would have did that, it would just been, it would just been betrayal, and they would kill her. That would be it. You'd have kept on pushing.
Are you sure? Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
No, because she had the opportunity. Like if her tribe would have said that, yo, Nakia, you can fight Chadwick, not Chadwick. You can fight T'Challa for the throne. She would have did it. And she probably she probably could have beat him too. So you
maybe.
And that's what I'm saying. She come with that same path. Like we really don't know.
I am so glad that I'm last. I'm gonna work my way backwards through this. Trey, I kind of see what you're saying, but it wouldn't have the same effect. Okay, the issue was that it was like he was an outsider. And to be honest, I think T'Challa did it out of guilt. Okay. It was kind of just like hey, here's the way to like fix what my dad fucked up. Let's just go ahead and go back to your hood and we'll start there and make things better. Because had you had that, maybe you wouldn't be so angry at us right now. And dead. Okay. With that being said, I always like to point out I don't like that they actually try to make Killmonger an actual villain. Killmonger is not a villain. Okay. Killmonger is a very accurate representation of America. Okay. With that being, no, you had your turn. I'm working my way backwards.
All I'm saying is Killmonger is actually a villain, though. He's actually a villain in the
I
comics.
know he's labeled as a villain. I said I don't like that they labeled him as a villain because I don't think he's a villain. Here, me. All right. Now, as far as for CJ statements on Black Panther, I do have an issue with the fact that he could here's my thing. T'Challa, as pure as he is, he was sheltered. Okay. Nakia's the spy. Nakia's been out into the world. Nakia done went out into the world, came back and told you what the fuck was up. And your little green ass then won list. Right. So there's a fault within that. But again, being a privilege, being in a protected situation is not something that can't be expected. Right. I love Black Panther. I went to see Black Panther multiple times. The first time, yes, I dressed up. And the year after, they actually gave free screenings. And guess what? My Black ass was there. And I went for that too. So I don't want you guys to think that I don't love this movie. I absolutely love this movie. DC loved this movie because they pretty much, Aquaman is this movie underwater. But we're not going to get into that. Even the little entrance scene where you get into I was just like, you think we ain't see that you just flipped this? Anyway. What I don't think Black Panther needed was that little tiny black white savior. He could go. What? If M'Baku would have killed him, I'd have been cool with that. I'm not even gonna hold you. Or they would have just never put the bead in his back and let him die. If it's your time, it's your time. Okay. All right. There's plenty of other CIA agents. The world would have gone on. Is it mean? Maybe. Do I care? No. So with that being said, I love Black Panther. I absolutely love Black Panther. I actually put it on to go to sleep at night 30% of the year, maybe 20. But just that beginning, Baba, tell me a story. Which one? The story of home. Just that beginning with the slight music, the visuals, this movie is so beyond dope, especially because of the accuracy that they put into this movie as far as for the depiction of different African tribes and their culture and their clothing and their music. They took something good and they preserved it. That director, it gets all the roses. The actors get all the roses. This is a great movie. But as the movie isn't the topic, the superhero is the topic, and he's a little flawed. And to be honest, this is one of the few that actually get passed down. So technically, it's been around forever be around forever. It's a power and not necessarily a person. Which is why only reason I'm not giving it, I can't fuck with it because I'm going to reiterate, I love me some Black Panther. So yeah, I've made it all the way back to the source. I'm done.
So for me personally, I'm gonna put Black Panther 1, Static 2 because those I know the most about them. I'm gonna pick Blankman 3rd because dude, he did everything himself basically, and then I'll put Meteor Man. Doesn't mean there anyone's any less, but we gotta rank them.
Ironically, my ranking is identical to Evan's. Black Panther, Static Shock, Blankman, Skateboard Flying, Meteor Man.
I got Blankman number 1, Meteor Man number 2, Black Panther number 3, Static Shock number 4.
So I'm gonna do something that I've never done before. Number 1, is Blankman. Number 2, Black Panther.
Oh, I think I won.
Number 3, Static Shock. And number 4, Meteor Man.
Are you saying the thing
What?
you've never done before is put Meteor Man at
Put
the end?
himself
No,
last.
put me
Put
last.
His
himself
own choice
last.
Oh,
I
got
never
you.
did it
You
before
last.
I never put me
Yeah.
last before. I'm the first time for everything. So yeah, that's my ranking.